got back from my workout and I got a lot of kitchen cooking to do today. So we're gonna start with a chocolate peanut butter cheesecake, okay? So right here, I am browning some butter for my crust, okay? If you take a look here, you're gonna see this foam that is kind of blonde, and it's gonna start showing, like right here, some brown spots. And that's how you know that underneath all that foam, you've got brown butter, okay? You might be able to see it changing colors there. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn off my stove. I'm gonna pour my brown butter in a measuring cup so I can use this hot pan to brown my almond flour. Okay, get it nice and toasted. Now, word of caution with your almond flour is you gotta stay on top of it, because I did burn my almond flour and I still used it in the recipe, and nobody wanted to eat what I made because the flour was burned. So make sure you stay on top of your flour, okay? And it's just a little toast on there. Bring out the natural oils in the almonds. Kind of brings out that nutty flavor so it doesn't taste like you're eating flour as much as you are a nice almond flavor. So I got a cup in here. I got, what does that measure out to? 1/4 cup of butter. And then I have a 1/2 cup of crushed pecans that I'm gonna add and make this crust with, okay? Just like you would a normal cheesecake crust, whatever you're crushing. We're crushing keto stuff. So my oven's off, my stove is off, and I'm just using the hot pan to kind of toast this just a little bit. I'm not looking for a color change, I'm just looking for a smell, right? I'm also gonna add just, I think, a pinch of salt to this. That'll bring out the flavor of the almonds more than just flour. Then you got the saltiness in the butter. I don't worry about salted butter in my recipes, because salt is so good for you, especially when you're keto and you're eating all whole foods. You're not getting all that added salt in all your processed food. So we have combined the flour, the pecans, and we're gonna pour the melted butter in there. I'm gonna scrape all the milk proteins in there because I like it. It gives it that more buttery flavor instead of just ghee or ghee, whatever you want to, however you want to pronounce it. Okay, grab a fork and mix that till you want that crumbly state, right? And there we go. Okay, we have a greased 8-inch, I think this is 7-inch, okay? To be honest, I'm making a smaller one, so I half my regular cheesecake recipe in half, because I'm not making a 10-inch cheesecake. I don't make them anymore. All right, so we've got our crust in there, okay? And then you're just gonna pat it down. All right. Just get it all even around the sides. Oh, this is gonna be a nice, yummy crust for the chocolate peanut butter. Now, if you don't like pecans and you don't want to put another nut in there, you don't have to. You can just use coconut flour, okay? You can use peanuts. Just know that you're adding a little bit more carb, and peanuts are not nuts, they're legumes. We are using Costco brand peanut butter, which is the same thing. It's not a nut, it's a legume. So this is a once in a while treat. I have guests coming for dinner, and so I'm making lasagna and an antipasta salad, and we're gonna have cheesecake, chocolate peanut butter cheesecake for dessert, because they're not keto. And so I can feed them keto and they'll never know it. Even keto lasagna, right? Okay, so you got the gist. All right, there's our crust, all inside that beautiful springform pan. Okay, so let's get busy on the batter. So in my mixer, I've got 2 blocks of cream cheese, 8 ounces each, and my 3 eggs. And I'm just gonna start dumping everything in here. This is the longest part of the batter, because I have found from making cheesecakes in a business over 30 years that the longer you mix this cream cheese, the creamier and denser your cheesecake's gonna be, and that's what you want. Just super dense, creamy, rich cheesecake, okay? So, I'm melting butter to melt my chocolate. So I've got 2 tablespoons of butter here, and in there, I'm gonna chop 2 ounces of dark 100% cacao chocolate, okay? Because chocolate will melt in a child's pocket. You just get your butter hot and let the heat in the butter melt your chocolate. Okay, good and chopped. And it goes. Clean up my kitchen. Woo! Oh, that landed perfect for me. All right, so let's melt our chocolate. Now, before you add sweetener to your chocolate, remember anything you add to this butter now is going to cool it down. And if your chocolate doesn't melt all the way, just stick it in for like 20 seconds at a time in the microwave until it's melted. I'm going to scrape this real quick. I'm going to turn it up. Alrighty. Looks like I'm going to have to stick this in the microwave. I hope all of you are having a great Saturday. I'm having a great Saturday. Went and did some cleaning and working out this morning. And now I'm going to be cooking for the better part of the day. Making keto lasagna and cheesecake. That's exciting. We're also going to do bacon wrapped pickles. Oh, I'm so excited to see how that comes out. All right. That is done. Now, you're going to choose your sweetener. So, powdered monk fruit's going to go into your cheesecake, right? And so, look what I found. Okay, where did I find it? Where's the... Oh, it doesn't tell me. I think I found this at Home Goods. Peanut butter cup. So I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of the peanut butter cup. And just mix that up. And that's going to cool that right down. Okay? Now I'm going to start adding my other ingredients. I need a half a cup. There's a half a cup. I need a half a cup of sour cream in here. Okay. And remember my secret. If you want it to taste like chocolate, you have to give a shot of coffee. Okay, so that's my little Mio coffee. All right, in goes my chocolate. And we're gonna do a half a cup of peanut butter as well. And we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of arrowroot. So I tried arrowroot for the first time this past week. I made a key lime cheesecake. And I just did what I normally do with arrowroot versus cornstarch. And 1 tablespoon is more than enough. 3 is not. It came out really yucky. So, and then, where's my little one? Oh, there it is. 1/3 of a cup. And then another 1/4 of a cup. So it's like 2/3 of a cup of powdered monk fruit. Then our peanut butter. I'm going to scrape this down first before we add our peanut butter. Oh, that's looking so creamy. Whoop. Get a new one out. All right, peanut butter. And it's a half a cup. Oh, brand new jar. So I store my peanut butter in the cupboard upside down, and I realized how dumb that is because the oil still does not go down. So you gotta stir it up. And 1 more. So we did more powdered monk fruit than it calls for because we are adding organic peanut butter, which has no sugar in it, so we need to sweeten it as well. So that's why I added 2/3 of a cup versus just a half a cup. Okay? All right. We'll stir that later. Get my towel here. Keep my counter clean. All right, we're gonna scrape again. And we're gonna turn that up and really, really put some air into it. That is so pretty. All right, that's all she wrote. Super silky ribbons coming off my beaters. That's perfect. All right, scrape it down. And it is ready for the pan. Okay, so I have a humid oven. It's set at 325, and so I've taken a cookie sheet and filled it with water. And so your cookie sheet, just so you know, turns a yucky dark gray after that. Just so you know. But I've got a pan full of water in the bottom of the oven, and that creates steam in a humid oven. Come on, batter. Okay, push it around in my buttered pan. And it's ready to go in. So it is gonna bake for an hour at 325. And then after an hour, I'm just gonna turn the stove off, turn the oven off, and I'm not gonna open the door. I'm just gonna leave the cheesecake in there for another hour and a half. That's why I'm baking this one first, because it needs an hour and a half afterwards just to finish and settle down. That is the hint and the key to a really great cheesecake. Do not pull it out until an hour and a half after you've turned off the oven. Okay, and when it's all done, we'll make the sour cream frosting that goes on top and show you how beautiful it comes out. All right? Okay, so I've let the cheesecake sit in the oven for an hour and a half with the oven off. Okay, so it was still hot when I took it out, but now it's cooled down. So we're gonna take it out of the springform pan. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm gonna flip it over into my hand. It's not hot, it's just warm. Take off that and flip it onto my serving plate, okay? That looks really good and it's nice and firm. Now this is gonna sit in the refrigerator and chill. And as soon as it's cold enough, I'm going to put some chocolate sour cream frosting on it, okay? Into the fridge it goes for about 3 hours and then we'll get it out and we'll frost it. Hey, so we're back. We've cooked it, we've cooled it. Now let's frost it. This is the chocolate peanut butter cheesecake. So in my little bowl, I've got a cup of sour cream, cocoa, monk fruit that's powdered, and some of that skinny syrup peanut butter cup. Okay, so we're just gonna frost this. And then I'm gonna stick it back in the fridge until after dinner. Okay, so it is gonna cool some more. And I'm just gonna push all this sour cream all over the place. So it's just gonna slowly start going down the side of this cheesecake and getting yummy. As it cools in the fridge, continues to cool, that sour cream's gonna get a little dense, a little, thick, and it's gonna be really, really yummy. So I hope you'll try this recipe next time you're really hungry for cheesecake. I know a couple clients out there that just really love their cheesecake, and this one is really, really good. You'll never miss the sugar. And you can lightly dust this with some more cocoa if you want. A lot of people like the new whipped cream can with the dark chocolate or the peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter. So there's 0 carbs in that and very little calories, so you could decorate some of that on top of your slice. So try it. We're gonna have a really good dinner tonight. We've got that big, I made an 8-pound keto lasagna using cabbage leaves for my pasta, and a big salad and chocolate peanut butter cheesecake. Have a great evening, everyone. See you soon.